Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. In this last part 20 video from the chapter of Herons Formula, I am going to solve the last set of 5 conceptual problems which are based on the concepts of the entire chapter of Herons Formula. This video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 9 following the textbook of author R.D. Sharma. If you find this video beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. Okay, now before solving the set of problems of set 6, I would like to discuss one problem that I was solving in some previous set. This is the problem says the perimeter of and I was stuck, I couldn't solve it, but it was super easy. I totally forgot one thing. Okay, so the perimeter of a rectangle is a 2-digit number whose units digit and the tens digit represent the length and breadth of the rectangle respectively. Find its area. So if I consider let's say the rectangle to be let's say this is the rectangle, and let's say the breadth of the rectangle is A and length is B. Now it is saying that the perimeter of a rectangle is a 2-digit number whose units digit and tens digit represent the length and breadth of the rectangle. So obviously A and B are digits, are some digits, and obviously they will be non-zero digits because the length and breadth of a rectangle cannot be equal to 0. They are always positive. So A and B are some digits. That is A and B, the value of A and B can be from 1 to 9. Okay. Now, so the 2-digit number is now AB. AB is the 2-digit number. Since it is given units digit, which is B, represents the length, and tens digit, which is A, represents the breadth. Okay. Now this number, which is AB, is the perimeter of the rectangle. Now from the diagram, the perimeter will be 2 into length plus breadth, that is 2 into A plus B. But the perimeter is also the 2-digit number AB. If this number AB in the expanded form is 10A plus B. So I must have 10A plus B should be equal to 2 into A plus B. So this implies if I so this will, now if I take all the A terms to the left hand side and all the B terms to the right hand side, I will have 8A is equal to B. This relation I got in while I was solving the problem, but I was stuck here. From here, the area, the problem is asking to find the area of the rectangle. The area will be A into B. A into B. So I just know that 8A is equals to B. How will I find the value of AB? The catch is that A and B are digits. So what can the possible value of A and B be? What are the possible values of A and B so that 8A is equal to B, knowing that A and B are units? The only possibility is B should be equal to 1, because B is not B, but 8A equals to B. Now can A and B are both digits? Can A be the digit 2? No. If A is digit 2, then 8 into 2 will become 16, but B is also a digit. So the only possibility is that A is equal to 1. This will imply B is equal to 8. So this will imply area A is equal to AB, which is 8 into 1, which is 8. So this is a good problem. I just forgot that A and B are some digits. Okay. Now let's solve problems of this set. ABCD is an isosceles trapezium. ABCD is an isosceles trapezium where AB is parallel to CD. Okay. So AB and CD are the parallel sides, and area of triangle ADC. Area of triangle ADC is capital A. Okay. If the sum of the lengths of the parallel sides is small a, then length of diagonal AC is, okay, the length of diagonal AC is, okay, okay. So first of all, this is an isosceles trapezium. Why the area of triangle ADC is given? Triangle ADC is a triangle, so the diagonal AC is dividing the trapezium into two triangles, ADC and ABC. Since it is an isosceles, since this is an isosceles trapezium, please note that triangle ADC will be congruent to triangle ADC will be congruent to triangle BCA. This will imply that area of triangle ADC will be equal to area of triangle BCA. This implies that area of triangle ADC is will be equal to area, half of the area of the trapezium ABCD. In our isosceles trapezium, always remember that the diagonal, any diagonal will divide the trapezium into two congruent triangles, and those two congruent triangles will have equal area. So the area of one congruent triangle will be half the area of the trapezium. So from here we can easily get the area of the trapezium ABCD to be equal to 2 times the area of the triangle ADC, which is given as capital A. So this is 2 into A. Area of the trapezium is twice A. Okay. I have to find the length of the diagonal AC. What else is given? Let's say the sum of the parallel sides is A. Okay. Okay, so let's say AB is X. Length of AB, the parallel side AB is X, and the length of the parallel sides DC be Y. So X plus Y is given as A. X plus Y is given as A. If we know the area of the trapezium, we know the sum of the parallel sides, so we can get the height of the trapezium. We can get the height of the trapezium. So we can area of the trapezium is twice A. We know the area of a trapezium is half into height multiplied by the sum of the parallel sides. Let's say if I draw, let's say from the vertex A, I am drawing perpendicular on DC. So AO will be the altitude of this trapezium. Let's say its length is h. So we will have twice A is equal to half into h into x plus y. This is h, x plus y is given as A, HA by 2. So this implies we will get the altitude of the trapezium as 4 capital A by small a. Okay. Now in the AOC is a right angle triangle. AC is the hypotenuse. I know h. If somehow I know OC, the length of OC, I can find AC. How do I know OC? Now I know DC. Can I know OD? Yes, I know OD. In an isosceles triangle, where AB is the shorter parallel side, if you draw perpendiculars AO, and if you draw also AO is perpendicular to DC, and let's say BP is perpendicular to DC, then DO, you will have DO will be equal to PC. This will be equal to this will be equal to actually y minus x by 2, because OP is equal to x. Basically OD will be equal to PC. OD will be equal to PC. If OD is equal to PC, now what is OD plus PC? OD plus PC is equal to DC minus OP. Now DC is y, and OP, since AO is perpendicular to DC and BP is also perpendicular to DC, obviously then AOPB will be a rectangle, and then we will have OP will be equal to X. So y minus X. OD plus PC is equal to y minus X, and also we know OD is equal to PC. So clearly we will have OD equals to PC will be equal to y minus X by 2. Okay. So now in triangle, in the right angle triangle AOC, AC square will be equal to AO square plus I need OC. Okay. Now, okay. So what is OC? Okay. So what is OC? OC is equal to OP plus PC. What is OP? OP is X. And what is PC? PC is y minus X by 2. If you simplify this, it will be X plus y by 2, which is equal to X plus y we know is A. So this is A by 2. So OC is equal to A by 2. So now AC square is equal to AO square plus OC square. AO is H square, and H is 4A by 4A. So this is 4A by small a square divided by OC square is A square by 4. If I simplify this, this is 16A square by A square plus A square by 4. This is equal to 64. If I simplify this, 64A square plus A to the power 4 divided by 4A square. So this implies AC square is equal to this. I am sorry, all the choices are given wrong. I mean, all the choices should have been square root of. All the choices, the expressions of all the choices should be under square root. I am sorry for providing the incorrect choices. So this implies AC is equal to square root of 64A square plus A to the power 4 divided by 4A square. So actually the correct choice should have been A, but the square root is missing. Okay, let's see the next problem. Question number 3. When the length of each side of an equilateral triangle is increased by k units, its area increases by a square units. What is the height of the triangle? It is an equilateral triangle. Okay, so let's say this be the equilateral triangle. Let's say each side, length of each side be small a, and let's say this is the equilateral triangle once after the length is increased by k units. So this is a plus k, a plus k, a plus k. Now original triangle, the question has asked what is the height of the original triangle. The area of the original triangle is square root of 3 by 4. Since this is an equilateral triangle, area is square root of 3 divided by 4 multiplied by side square. And what will be the area of the triangle once after the length of each side has been increased by k units? This will be equal to square root of 3 by 4 a plus k square. Now it is given that the area increases by a square units. So it is which means that a2 minus a1 is equal to a. So this implies square root of 3 divided by 4 a plus k square minus a1 is square root of 3 divided by 4 a square is equal to a. Okay. What is the height of the triangle, original triangle? To know the height of the original triangle, we need to find the value of small a. Okay. Now this implies if I take square root of 3 by 4 common, I have a plus k square minus a square is equal to a. So this implies a plus k square minus a square is equal to 4a by square root of 3. If I expand, so this is a square plus k square plus twice ak minus a square is equal to 4a by square root of 3. A square cancels out, so this implies what is twice ak. I have to find a. So twice ak is equal to 4a by square root of 3 minus k square, which is equal to 4a minus square root of 3 k square by square root of 3. So this implies a is equal to 4a minus square root of 3 k square divided by 2k into square root of 3. So this is the value of the side of the length of side of the original triangle, equilateral triangle. Now altitude, we know altitude will be is equal to square root of 3 divided by 2 small a. So this is equal to square root of 3 divided by 2, and small a is 4a minus square root of 3 k square whole divided by 2k multiplied by square root of 3. Square root of 3 cancels out. After simplification, this becomes 4a minus square root of 3 k square divided by 4k. So 4a minus square root of 3 into k square divided by 4k is the altitude, is the height or altitude of the original equilateral triangle. So the correct choice is where is k? In none of the choices there is no k in the denominator. Have I done any mistake? Minus root over square root of 3 minus k square. Okay. Okay. The altitude will be there will be a k in the denominator. I'm sorry. In all these choices there should be k. I forgot the k. So the correct choice is C. C is the correct choice. Let's see the next problem. Question number 4. The lengths of the sides of a triangle are in the ratio 1 by p is to 1 by q is to 1 by r, where it is given p is less than q is less than r. Find the length of the longest altitude of the triangle if its perimeter, there will be if of the triangle if its perimeter is p and area is capital A. So a triangle perimeter is p, area is capital A, and the ratio of the length of the sides is given as 1 by p is to 1 by q is to 1 by r, and we have to find the length of the longest altitude of the triangle. Now the concept is the longest altitude of a triangle is the altitude corresponding to the shortest side. So we have to find the shortest side, length of the shortest side. Once we know the length of the shortest side, then we can easily find its corresponding altitude, which is the longest altitude. Now we have to first find the length of the sides of the triangle. Okay. Now, so the ratio of the length of the sides is given, and we know that the sum of the lengths of the sides is also p. So clearly, now first of all, let's say the length of the sides are a, b, and c. So it is given a is to b is to c is given as 1 by p is to 1 by q is to 1 by r. Now it is given that p is less than Q is less than R, P, Q, R are obviously positive numbers. So for positive numbers P, Q and R, if P is less than Q is less than R, then if you take the reciprocal of them, the inequality will get reversed. This means 1 by P will be less than 1 by Q will be less than 1 by R. Okay. So now in then which side, then among the sides ABC, among the length of the sides ABC, which is the shortest side? Obviously in the ratio 1 by P is to 1 by Q is to 1 by R, the shortest part is 1 by P. Oh, I am sorry. So this inequality will change. If P is less than Q is less than R, then 1 by P will be greater than 1 by Q and 1 by Q will be greater than 1 by R. The inequality sign will get changed, will get reversed. Okay. So now obviously in these three parts, the greatest, the shortest, the lowest is the 1 by R. Is the lowest smallest part is 1 by R. So then C is the length of the smallest side. So we can clearly say that C will be equal to 1 by R divided by 1 by P plus 1 by Q plus 1 by R, this whole multiplied by P. Why? Because if there are three quantities, let's say X, Y, Z, and they are in the ratio, let's say M is to N is to P, then, and we know that the sum of the quantities X plus Y plus Z is sum A, then how, from this information, how can we find the individual values of X, Y and Z? X will be equal to its corresponding part in the ratio, which is M, divided by the sum of the parts M plus N plus P, whole multiplied by the sum of the three quantities, that is A. Applying this concept, we will get C is equal to 1 by R divided by 1 by P plus 1 by Q plus 1 by R whole multiplied by P. If you simplify this, this will be PQ into P divided by PQ plus QR plus PR. So C, the length of the shortest side of the triangle is PQ into capital P divided by PQ into PQ plus QR plus PR. Now, okay, so its corresponding altitude will be the longest altitude in the triangle. So if that altitude is H, then the area of the triangle will be half into the longest altitude H and the smallest side, which is PQ into P divided by PQ plus QR plus PR. This is given as A. From here we can easily find H. H will be equal to twice A multiplied by PQ plus QR plus PR whole divided by PQ multiplied by capital P. So the correct choice is A is the correct choice. Let's see. Okay, so there are no questions. Oh, question number 5. ABCD is a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle having length of y units and breadth of x units. Okay. P and Q are points on the sides AD and BC respectively, such that area of quadrilateral PQCD is to ratio of area of quadrilateral PQCD and ABCD is 1:3. Find length of PD if PD is to QC is equal to 3:4. Okay, first of all, P and Q are points on the sides AD and BC. ABCD is a rectangle and AD we know AD is parallel to BC, then obviously PD will be also parallel to QC, which means PQCD is a PQCD is a trapezium. Where PD is parallel to QC. So PD and QC are the parallel sides. And also we can see the side DC or AB is the altitude of the trapezium PQCD, and DC equals to AB is the altitude. So what is the area then of the trapezium? Area of PQCD, it will be half multiplied by the sum of the parallel sides PD plus QC multiplied by the height of the trapezium PQCD, which is basically the breadth of the rectangle ABCD, which is x. Okay, so this is equal to x by 2 multiplied by PD plus QC, and the area of ABCD, ABCD is the rectangle, area of ABCD is clearly xy. So this implies the ratio is given as area of PQCD is to area of ABCD is 1 by 3. So we can say x by 2 multiplied by PD plus QC, this whole divided by xy is equal to 1 by 3. So this implies from here we will get the value of PD plus QC. This will be 2y by 3. PD plus QC is PD plus QC is 2y by 3, and also it is given that PD is to QC is equal to 3 by 4. So clearly we can say PD, from the concept of ratio and proportion, PD will be equal to 3 by 3 plus 4, this whole multiplied by 2y by 3. This is equal to 2y by 7. So PD is equal to 2y by 7. So the correct choice is C. With this, it comes to an end in solving the last set of 5 conceptual problems based from the chapter of Herons Formula. If this video was beneficial, please like it, share it with your friends, and once again, please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. As I always say, if you have any doubt in any step or any concept that I am applying for solving the problem, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. And if you have any question in general about this chapter, also let me know in the comment section. I will do my best to help address your query. I am ending the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.